there is other stuff for us to do before I go back to the bonfire. I could, like, go down here and go to that bonfire, but that's kind of out of the way. I have enough healing stuff.
So we are on our trek to fight the...
We're getting the Ilium Lois Knights right now. We just got the first one.
Yep.
And, whoops, that is not a weapon. This is a weapon.
That's a knife. No, that's next. Okay, so Magic Shaft is going to... That is his name now.
Magic Shaft?
Yeah, just... No.
Shaft!
If he was black, he would be Magic Shaft. Because you don't have to be black to be Shaft.
Did you ever, hear the Donald Glover bit about, Shaft?
No.
Because, do you know who Donald Glover is?
Of course
yeah.
I do.
And, because he has a whole bit... There was a whole thing about, people were saying, like, have Donald Glover play Spider-Man because he's, like, the perfect actor for it. Like, the personality and stuff. And he has a joke about it in one of his bits. Where he's talking about, saying, like, and a bunch of people reacted really, like, against that and saying, you know, if you're going to have Donald Glover play Spider-Man because he's black and Spider-Man isn't black, then why don't you just have Michael Cera play Shaft? And to which Donald Glover's response was, that would be the greatest movie ever made if Michael Cera played Shaft.
All I can think of is, like, Scott Pilgrim, though. That and Arrested Development.
Because, like, just like, imagine, like, awkward Michael Cera trying to play Shaft.
Who's that dude that's socially awkward?
Yeah, that's me. This guy's aggro from really far away.
I haven't seen Michael Cera in anything else besides Scott Pilgrim or Arrested Development, but in both of those...
He's pretty much the
same
person.
person.
That is pretty much true
Really?
throughout most of his stuff.
So...
And I'm out of... Like, it's dumb because I really don't want to go back to the bonfire because it's going to be, like, a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
But... At the same time, I'm kind of low on my resources.
Do you need additional pylons?
This is one of those times where I guess I should probably actually use all that dumb, like, really powerful, like, restoration stuff that I just stockpile endlessly. And always say, I'm going to use it when there's a hard situation, and then I never use it.
And then you just have loads of it. I've always felt, like, disappointed and proud at the same time in myself when I do that in games, like, where you conserve on ammo a lot in a certain game. And you get to the end and you realize, holy crap,
Yeah, I way more of this than I ever needed.
I could have exhausted so much more ammo than I did.
Well, see, I get into bad with it, because, like, even stuff like the Tales games, you can get, items that will, like, increase your stats by 1 point.
Yeah.
I am so anal retentive about not wasting items that I will not use those because I don't know what character I want to use them on yet.
And before you know it,
So,
you're done.
and then I finish the game, and okay, I'm gonna die.
And you can't use those in the next game? New Game Plus?
You can. Oh, that's a human. See, Kai, the guy I was doing the crit play with, mentioned that when he played this, he was getting constantly invaded all of the time.
Uh-huh. And what caused that?
I don't think it's anything specifically. And I'm in a place where...
he was playing, maybe. Popularity.
I'm in a place where, like, it's kind of hard to find me up here, but it is a good spot to find a guy. So he probably won't find me here.
You don't think he'll know you're there? When you invade somebody's world, does it always put you in the same spot? You just have to
You're in the same general location, but, like, right now, there are, like, no barriers in this level. Like, I think I would have to go all the way to the church over there. Oh, there he is.
Is he gonna be a douche? Oh, boy.
I have, like, no magic, too.
Dang. That was a horrible timing.
He has a whip. Whips are really dangerous. Like, they're useless against armor, but they really stun a lot.
Get him. Dang it, what do you do?
I think he was trying to backstab me.
Oh, get it. Boom.
There
Nice. We go. Never touched you. Can you pronounce that for me?
Fekin Dazamate.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to hear how you did it.
Okay.
So I wasn't going to say that.
Always, like, a bit of a like nervous situation when you get invaded, especially when I'm in an area where I'm not expecting to.
Mm-hmm. I think you handled yourself quite well, though. That was a good dodge right there. Like
90% of PvP is knowing how to pivot and knowing when to dodge perfectly.
Yeah.
Because he probably spawned behind me, and he just went in here, saw that I'd opened this door, and saw where dudes were dead.
Yeah.
So I still have a dumb amount of stuff to do too. So yeah, I'm like using all of my that item I munched back there. That was a spell restore.
I saw that. Which good thing you had that in your quick slot. Otherwise, you would have been boned.
Yeah. See, that's the situation. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is the situation I wanted to preserve that for.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
that's the problem with locking on. You should be able to just aim your shots
You can.
through the door. But
You
it's
actually could originally aim your Kai, again, the guy I do the crit plays with. He was telling me about that, because he played the beta of this, and in the beta, he could he said you could aim magic like you can aim a bow,
Yeah.
and for some reason they took it out
Huh.
between the base game and the final game. Oh, see, like this is the thing too. I am completely out of Estus, but I have like 100 life gems.
You can just be saving them for... Well, obviously, for situations like these is when you should be using them.
And really, like I said, the only reason I'm not going back to the bonfire is convenience. Like, it's kind of far away.
So where would have been a good ambush for him to be at? Right there by that torch?
Like, just to blindside me?
Yeah. Because, I mean, this game is in third person, so you can check blind spots.
Where, in all honesty, there probably would not have been a good blind spot. And it depends on how you want to play, too, because a lot of people like to play kind of like with some semblance of honor in PvP.
Right. Obviously, he
So
wasn't because he didn't wait for you to finish.
So, yeah, that seemed like he was coming up to backstab me. And it's kind of like the whole honor thing is tricky because, like, a lot of people don't believe it, so it's like, oh... Because a lot of people think when you go in, you should bow to the other guy, but then a lot of other people, if you bow, will just come up and hit you.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think... Because, like, obviously there's other games where you have combat where there's not that sense of nobility. But also, like, I mean, I'm thinking of, like, an FPS, but then again, you don't have the option to do a gesture like that either.
I think the whole honor in PvP concept
Because it's Japanese
bogus.
Yeah.
Unless you've, like, agreed on that beforehand. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're in a duel situation and you are doing duels, like, in order to fight, like, that's actually a common thing. There's a way you can do it, it's Fight Club is the term for it, where a host will summon people into his world, and, the summoned players can fight each other without attacking the host.
Right.
That's not doing that much damage. And, like, in that situation where you're just playing to kill the guy...
Spar, basically.
To spar, I don't really see the point in, like, being cutthroat. Because that seems like it's going against the whole concept of what you're doing.
It's like you're here for sport, basically.
Yeah, you're here to, like, have cool, fun fights.
It's a little more structured.
But, like, this, and when I say this, too, like, I'm not a big PvP guy in these games. I've mentioned that before.
Yeah.
But in situations where I have done PvP, like, if I'm the invader, I'm completely cutthroat, because that's what these games are balanced for. Because the invaders can't heal. They don't have Estus, and they don't have life gems.
So, but when you are the invaded, and your invader bows, you typically will respond with a bow. Because, I mean, honestly, in all of our playing... I mean, I know you haven't been invaded that much, but in our LPs so far, you have been bowing back.
Well, I don't bow at the start of a fight. I bow at the end of a fight. Because that's when I say when a lot of people bow, they bow at the start. So it's like two people see each other and, like, bow to each other when they're really far away. That's what I mean. It's kind of like the whole honor thing. And, let me see. What do I need here? I have 99 firebombs now. Maxed out on those. So I couldn't open this door, because in that blizzard, we never ran into this because you don't actually have to light a torch in the blizzard. You cannot light torches in the blizzard. They get put out. We are going to this secret cave here. So which has a key to access a secret area.
Which will give you a leg up against the...
No, this is actually just a completely side area thing. I just wanted to come and get it because we were over here.
What does it mean to have a leg up? When you put your leg up, does that help you in any way?
Not to my knowledge. There are slightly dangerous enemies in this cave.
Better eat some herbs.
Enemies you will recognize.
Huh. He's gonna run away too. Two can play that game. I don't recognize them.
Flexile Sentry, he's the boss of No Man's Wharf. From really early on in the game. We fought him in the bottom of a ship.
Okay. Is it a ship pile? Ship pile? Ship pile. Hey! Anyway. That was funny.
His AI is not good with what is going on.
I can see that. Well, you know, when you have somebody stuck to your back and you're trying to figure out which way to go. So how do the feet work? Both the feet are facing... Okay. I thought it'd be one foot face one way, for one foot face the other. Those feet are looking really weird. Must be because they're...
These guys actually have some cool movements. Or some cool... No, right catalyst.
What are you doing? Figure out your buttons.
I keep cycling past the spell I want to use. Okay, there we go.